And welcome back to ESL Pro League Season 8 here live in the Intel Esports Arena as we've just wrapped up our first matchup on Inferno. The first time we've actually seen Inferno this season, Ben.
Yeah, at least on the B stream, right? We had quite a variation yesterday, but it was surprising to see, like we mentioned, Inferno's normally quite a common map in this beta process, but first time we see it and no overtime. So that's blessing in disguise for some people. Some people really like overtime, some people did not. But Mouse were quite comfortable there. You couldn't see a situation where it did go into overtime. It was very one-sided. And now looking at Mirage, it might very well be another one-sided affair. They played a month ago on this map, and Mouse won handedly. I think it was 16-7. And that was with Sunny with 130 ADR in that matchup, and there was nobody on HR with more than 60.
That's rough. And actually, considering recent form as well, I mean, Sunny looked very good at New York.
He looks fine there.
He looked good in that matchup. That could be worrying, obviously.
I mean, there was a few players playing well for Mouse then, wasn't there? It was like, Chris J started off really strong. Oscar was hitting shots when needed. I mean, he lost a lot of opening kills, but at the end of the day, he was winning when he needed to, right? And then Sunny, he had that one round where he got 4 kills in the apartments. All the players, when needed, were getting the kills, like, you know, Stacks at the 3K, Rops at the same in Pit. Everybody popping off when needed, which perfect situation if you're in a team, right? So it looks great for them, going into Mirage at least. I can't see it going any other way.
No, I feel like for me, obviously, went for the prediction the first game, assumed mousesports were going to win it.
Yeah.
They did. Looking at this one for the second matchup, what are you thinking again? I'm probably going to have to go with Mouse here.
Yeah, it's got to be Mouse. I mean, like, previous result was a month ago, so it's quite fresh as well.
Yeah.
Like, in between that, Mouse have won New York. They did bomb out with a major, like 0-3, but that was such an weird one that they lost teams who did go to like the final 8 in the last 12 or whatever. And then you consider, since then, they've won New York, which you go 0-3 at the major, you somehow winning us all New York. It's quite a contrast, really. So it's like a very high, very low, and now they're in Pro League and they're looking fine as well. So hopefully that recency, like, form does build from that. Yeah,
definitely seem to have given them confidence and bolstered their spirits. We do actually have the odds for this one as well, so we can see how they're looking. Obviously, pretty expected. I mean, they're by far looking like the better squad right now. The New York win, that's a big caveat to add to most things, and also the big win there on Inferno as well that looked commanding. It was a pretty fast Inferno game, considering how long they normally last.
I mean, we thought about the HellRaisers defaults yesterday. They played out to like the last 30 seconds. They did it during that game, but when they did, those rounds would be like long-lasting, right? Yeah. But the other rounds were so quick in comparison, it made the game seem much shorter than average. I mean, I think Inferno's one of the longer-lasting maps when it comes to average round time, something like 120 seconds. Which, that's bizarre. When the round time is 155, it means that they get a plant that lasts longer more often than not. It's so crazy. And those rounds are probably about a minute and a half themselves too. So, I mean, looking at it, quick map, we're probably going to see the same on Mirage. If Mouse win the pistol, they might just start running with it again. Yeah. Like, that was crazy aggression.
That's the worrying fact, right? Is if they do have a lot of confidence, they have a ton of players that will just go overly aggressive. Oscar, known for that level of sort of internal anger, just being he's like the Hulk. He's always angry, Ben. He just wants to try smash things with his orb. And
it's one way to build up your aggression, turn it into performance, into skill, you know, use it in the game.
It's crazy.
Anger management.
it works quite well for him. I mean, he is, you know, he's a bit of a superstar at times. Yeah. Definitely can perform. He had a bit of a lull. It seemed like, you know, he did sort of quiet down.
Yeah, he had a dip in form, didn't he? Compared to what we saw from him in recent months. He then started being a bit lower, and we were just thinking, oh god, is this going to result in him getting kicked from Mouse? Some people were talking about that roster change coming in. He's still here now, and he's performing. He performed better at New York, so perhaps I stay.
Yeah, maybe I stay.
I stay.
It's like Golden all over again.
I stay.
I stay.
I gone.
Yeah, I stay.
I bring Flusher with.
I leave. I join Cloud9. You come with. Goodbye. It is interesting how Cloud9's gone from an entirely North American roster into pretty much a full European roster in the space of like, what, 4 months?
Yeah, it's a weird transition. I mean, I'd like to see how they do, but
you never know. Well, that is a story for another time, possibly something Banks the boys can delve into on the NA broadcast. But we are jumping into it. HellRaisers versus mousesports. The second map we have here is going to be Mirage. Ben, let's get into it. Oh, look at this. It's straight towards A.
And there's nobody on A.
It's
from the CT side.
The welcome mat is down, and they have realised.
Ooh. Okay. That's an interesting start from Woxak. I mean, he gets a perfect spam onto Rops. And Rops is one of the players who got dropped to P250. And Woxak again, another one through smoke. The other guy who picked up the P250. What? I don't understand that. That's crazy.
That is quite big. It's gone well. Ooh, the aggression towards CT. He's dinked down.
Wow. Sunny with 3 kills already.
Okay. Well, we said Sunny's been having good form recently, and he's damn well showing it. Chris J as well onto Woxic, leaves him lifeless, and it's all up to Angel. A 1v3 to try and save the round for HellRaisers, and it is going to be a struggle for him. It looks like this will be a T-side takeover, and the A-site being claimed, but Angel wants to make it expensive at least. Taps the bomb to try and force the face, but doesn't realise the players by ticket, and that's Sunny with a quad kill.
Yeah, I mentioned 130 ADR in that last matchup of Mirage. 4 kills already for him. It's only up here, or from here rather, and I'm wondering, so I was going to say, will he get an AK and actually be hyper aggressive with it, or will he just get it and then just sit back quite a bit? So he's got full grenades because of the 4 kills that he got. And it was weird, that pistol, I mean, mousesports, they smoked off jungle and stairs. Woxic somehow got 2 kills through that smoke on both the players who picked up the P250. And this is a heavy B rush. I love seeing this from T-sides. Usually results in them getting a clean sweep. But there's so many players already here from HellRaisers.
The B site can be so easy to get into, especially on that T site. I mean, it's one of those where you can see it hit over and over again. It's sort of like the weak knee. It's like wrestling. You know, if someone's got a weak knee, you hit them with a chair, you pick up the steps, you throw the steel steps into the knee, you elbow the knee, you just focus on the knee. The knee's B.
Yeah, there was one of the games, wasn't it, that actually added the actual damage to a certain area of the body.
Yeah.
You can see that red leg.
SmackDown versus Raw, HellRaisers versus mousesports.
And it looks like a free round for them. I mean, HellRaisers didn't actually force into this round, funnily enough. They've bought like a pistol for everybody here and there. Woxic, he was... One of the things we noticed was he just rarely had armor when he bought his AWP. Because of him not buying a single thing this round, he's basically guaranteed to have pretty solid armor and grenades in that first buy.
Oh, Angel!
As if that's hit! That was nowhere near him.
That is ridiculous. I think the aim punch made him kill him. Yeah. Killed by aim punch.
He's actually killed himself. He might have been the one who hit him.
He's given himself whiplash. I mean, to be fair, I think out of all of them, if anyone in HellRaisers was going to have their own intro music, Angel would definitely just have the big show music.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, I thought that was Snacks's intro.
Oh, it could be. Yeah, actually, yeah.
Or would Snacks have like Mark Henry's intro?
Well, the world's strongest man for Snacks. It's interesting. You know, Mark Henry,
still holds that record. He still holds
for
like so many of them. It's quite crazy, isn't it?
Technically, he currently is the world's strongest man who ever lived.
Yeah.
Mark Henry holds that title.
It's crazy.
Very interesting. Well, that's enough of the WWE facts.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you don't like WWE, that's really unfortunate. You've had a good 5 minutes.
You've had to endure that one.
Oh, it's missed. He's aimed too high and he's starting to wonder, do I actually put that out?
I mean, luckily enough, his teammates done all the damage for him.
So 3 SMG kills for the boys there, and Oscar...
Oh, the 360!
So he's styled on him. 4 SMG kills, a lot of money in the bank for Mouse, and I mentioned Woxic, he'll have good money for his AWP. And there it is, head armor. The question is, what are HellRaisers going to do? They're going to go hyper-aggressive here.
Are they going to cash in that money in the bank?
You look at me so I was like, what's he got to say?
Chris J just runs in onto the stage, throws down the briefcase.
I'd love to see a gauntlet of some kind, like with an esports one, like CS:GO, Money in the Bank.
Oh yeah, Royal Rumble, but CS.
6 teams all battling. Like what was the chamber?
What, Hell in a Cell?
No, not Hell in a Cell. There was like the elimination chamber. That was it.
Oh yeah.
Where there were 6 different people and they got brought in suddenly. Oh. A full gauntlet of some kind.
It could be beautiful. But this round starts off well for HellRaisers. However, the trade is back in favour of mousesports.
Too late though. He got the kill, but it's way too late. The bomb's been planted. And now look at Sunny's position on the map. He's playing that dedicated late round lurk. And it should pay off. The plant is perfect for him here. There's only 1 kit in play on Angel.
Oh,
that was a nice flick.
Angel just trying to dominate right now, but Sunny, he's ready to gobble them all up as he peeks out from behind. Shuts down Dead Fox, and it's left into a 2-on-2. Good control of the spray there as well. And he's still taking the fight, Ben.
He's wiling out a bit. Woxic doesn't have the kit. He has to stick it, and unfortunately, Sunny's 3 kills there. He's already got 10 kills this game. He had 28 in that previous matchup.
And he saved the AWP.
Phenomenal. That was in the smoke as well.
Yeah, he's got quick hands.
He's done very well there.
They don't call him Sunny Lightning Fingers for nothing.
Do they?
His mum does, yeah. Some people might.
Some people might, yeah, I suppose. He's got a really good macro.
His APM's high. Ooh, Oscar.
Opening kill again from Mouse. I feel like they might just run over it. I mean, I mentioned if they win the pistol, will they just go hyper-aggressive and just take it very quickly from there? They had an 8-1 lead last map, and they turned that into a 69 victory. They're already 4-0 up here. Probably going to be 5-0. This might be more one-sided than the first map.
It very well could be. I mean, mousesports, they've always looked pretty confident, especially on this map. They have a lot to put. Sure. Like, they can prove a lot here. They
used to be the best team in the world at Mirage. Remember, at the start of this year, the only thing that beat them on Mirage like a few times was FaZe, and that was when FaZe were actually looking really strong.
That was the height of FaZe Mania.
I know, yeah. That was one of the top points for them. But Mirage was still a hard, situation for them to take in. Oh, he actually got the dink off.
Okay. Well, this is good. They're bringing it back, but Chris J will be able to backstab as he sidelines Woxic. The response from Dead Fox is pretty effective, though. Pops his head clean off. The flick around from Issa, but there's no frags found, and it is all on Bondik. But Bondik bombs out, hits the floor, and gets left having a dirt nap. That is a 5-0 lead so far for mousesports, but HellRaisers have cash once more.
Yeah, not as much cash available for Woxic. He's going to have to go glass cannon again.
I don't think I've ever seen him buy armor with an AWP.
He had it on the first buy round, but it was just he didn't get anything done with it, which is quite a shame. But he must not manage his economy when it comes to buying pistols from him. He had a CZ then, he got the kill. So he only got the $100 back.
Yeah.
If he had a P250 and got the kill, different story, right? And this time, Oscar actually wins the AWP battle. So on Inferno, Woxic was winning most of those battles, right early at the round as well. This time, though, it doesn't start great for HellRaisers, and they need a good start to the round right now. They're 5-0 down. Oh, this is not looking good for Bondik. His gun's sticking out. Oh, no.
Ooh, Chris J needed the adjustment to find the follow-up frag, but luckily Rops is going to be able to bail him out. And it is all on Dead Fox and Angel. This is pretty much a free round at this point, but the bomb is still left in T-spawn.
Bombing in T-spawn's an interesting one, because they know where both CT players are right now. So suddenly he's walking around to mid-window. He should be able to get the kill on mid-player, but unneeded. Oscar gets the kill himself. They know Dead Fox was at B. He's gotten closed in from every angle right here. Just a matter of time, really. He has to make some sort of move if he wants to try and win or survive. And there it is.
Yeah, peeks into it, goes down.
6-0 already. Another 6 swift rounds.
So we thought Inferno was fast. And for an Inferno game, it pretty much was, but this has been ridiculous. Trying to break the sound barrier, Ben.
Sure, yeah. I suppose we could try that. Don't think it will happen.
Yes, go quite fast.
It's quite fast, turns out. And Woxic, I think he got slashed by a teammate there. Lost 15 health points. Not a good start.
As Riot's breaking out in the CT camp. Ooh, it's a very heavy stack as well. And Oscar's feeling himself with the AWP now.
Yeah, he's getting the entries when needed. I'm wondering what'll happen with Rops here, because he's got that lurk in Palace, but there's 2 players who pushed ramp. So the question is, I don't think he is expecting him, he's got the angle. Oh, neither player was actually looking at Palace.
Angel was staring at it that entire time, and then just gracefully looks away.
And gets smacked into a wall. 2v5, 7-0 on the cards there. Very, very one-sided. I mean, I suppose maybe HellRaisers, they need that pistol to get going, just at the start of a game. But it's really not reliable, though. Pistols are so random. Like, most pro teams, they average about 52% win rate with it. Purely, that just shows it's not as much of a skill-based round as, say, a first buy round would be, or the second round would be. It's just not a very reliable thing.
Yeah, it's not gone well at all. The only things they're actually going to be able to salvage and bring through into the next round will be Yis's Deagle and armor. His teammate's gone, so Woxic can't save the CZ. And they might actually find him. Who's that that's up close? Snacks, very close and personal here with the AK.
His feet will be seen before unless he peeks really close to one. I think he dead there. Snacks gets the kill. Means that armor you mentioned will not be going through. I wouldn't be surprised if we see double AWP from HellRaisers now. If I'm honest, I wouldn't be surprised.
They need to switch something
Something
up.
needs to change. And there we go. Dead Fox gets his towards B, I imagine. Woxic will be using his ordinarily towards connector, which is where he got picked off last time. But Oscar's going for that A-ramp pick. This is the same spawn he had when he beat Woxic last time. And Woxic, as I mentioned, he was going towards connector this time, but he's jumping up, probably going to beat Palace. In fact, he's been close ramp. And he wins the trade.
That's a huge
start.
Yeah.
Oh,
Angel with
no.
the timing though, Ben. Peeking with a smoke in his hand, wanted to try and get that down. Forced to fall back because of the molly as well. They do still have the advantage, but they've got a little bit of info to work with. Sunny gets left on 3 HP, but he finds the frag. They're back into a 4v4 at least. There's 1:25 on the clock here in round 8.
And Deadfox, he makes that second AWP work, but Snack's got the kill on the ticket as well. So this map is spread completely thin for the CT defense. Bondik has to make a big play on A just to save his team in.
Sunny just B-hops into the crosshair there, so low so he couldn't really defend himself. Snacks will get the trade. And Snacks can backstab pretty damn effectively here. It just depends on how they play it. I mean, they've got tons of time, Ben.
Rops has played that so well. So Deadfox did have the bomb in his sights there, but Rops has bunny hopped in between like the pixel angle and actually baited the shot of Deadfox. He just pull off the angle, and Rops got the bomb for free now. And look how thin like the defense is. So Angel was with Deadfox. Snacks has got A site for free here. It's just a matter of time, really. One of the CT players has to rotate, whether it's as a pair or on their own. They need to be moving.
Angel's now going to see the connector's been smoked. He'll spot that, get the info. The rotate comes round. Deadfox goes over by jungle.
Through that smoke. So that's a tell that there is a player towards mid or towards connector, right? But he might jump into windows, try and get some sort of edge on it. I think he failed the jump. He took 4 damage. That's unfortunate. Well. And that kill. Oh.
He opened up the round. He might be the one to close it as well. Like a bookend on either side. Finds it as he takes the knee clean off of Angel. He is going to be in a wheelchair for a couple of days.
At the very least. And it doesn't seem good for HellRaisers though. If you think about it this way, we've got 4 games from them today in the schedule. They started off the first one pretty poorly, 8-1 down, lost 69. Yeah. They're now 8-0 down. They've got another 2 games today.
And they're just getting bodied in this matchup as
well. There's no sign of life. And again, they've got a half by coming in. Issa, I think he's been stabbed by her teammate again. I don't understand this. There's a lot of team attacking going on.
Everyone's very angry. Bondik does get a kill, so they bring it back into a 4v4 at least. He grabs the AK. He needs to get the follow-up headshot on Oscar.
If Oscar jumps up, it's bad time.
Okay, alright, well he does find the frag. Deadfox with a backpedal MP9, but he refaces it, tries his luck once again, and the AWP of Rops will be able to overthrow him. So they're left in the 2-on-2. The firepower definitely favours mousesports.
Oh. So they did know that Bondik was towards A, purely because he got the kill in apartments and he got the kill onto Oscar. So they don't really know where he can come from now. But that grenade, if he was looking at the vent after throwing that grenade, he would have been dead for sure. But there we go, that's the info done though. 2v1. And the Molotov, he runs through it. 9-0. Like there has to be, like they've already tried the double up. When was the pause coming in?
Yeah, this has been a while. Surely after 6 rounds you pause.
That's normally my barrier, because it's like, that means you lost at least 2 gun rounds. So that's when you think, okay, we need to change something, this isn't working. Instead they wait for the double AWP round to lose. They could have taken that half buy round as, you know, that existence pause, right, where you just sit and spawn.
Have a chat.
You're going to have a port buy anyway, you might as well just waste the 30 seconds.
It's not been going well. I feel a bit disorientated being behind a fence.
It's quite peculiar, isn't it?
I don't know why.
Do you feel like you're stuck?
Yeah. Well, look at that. The fence is broken.
Yeah, not great.
There's an issue.
It's
there.
nice to see that there's some cannons above spawn.
They actually, well, if you get 16k, you can buy them.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's like a mortar strike.
Oh, mousesports aren't far off from that then.
No, they're actually almost made it there. I mean, Oscar on 10k. All of them are minted, Ben. They're living like the billionaires of Hollywood Boulevard.
So double up is actually it's triple up. I was gonna say, I was like, wait, what?
Well, 2 didn't work, so maybe if we have 3, we'll find success. And Deadfox opens it up on Chris.
So this was working for him last time he had up, and unfortunately, Oscar was ready for that peak. And it's now even up 4v4. Angel with that other AWP has taken damage on short as well. And I think it's just a matter of time. The longer these AWPs stay alive, the more wary your defense will actually be. You'll start to think, like, doubled out. There's too many angles for those AWPs to hold on their own. So Angel, he was stuck towards here. I think he's waiting for somebody to jump off the balcony into that peak, whereas Woxic is holding the actual window jump out too. But unfortunately, these kills coming across here, it's again, as I mentioned, the defense is so thin. They're too far spread out because of the lack of players alive.
Okay, well, they started to bring it back a little bit, though. Woxic was really the saving man for them there. Was able to find that pick on B, but the trade from Snacks is just devastating. And now they're looking like a fish out of water, flapping about, gasping for air, or water. They're going to rotate over and see what he can find.
Yeah, it's a 1v2, but he does not have a kit, actually, either. So it's not a great situation to be in.
Yeah, Issa gonna... rotate over and see what he can get up to here, Ben. It is the 1-on-2 as he pushes into the site, but Snacks will overpower him and he'll go down. And that's mousesports with 10. They're trying to go for the 16-0.
One thing I've not noticed, Rops is 12 for 1 right now. So potentially that's a big part of, he's had a consistent game so far. And 10-0, as you mentioned, it's a horrible situation to be in, right? It's horrible half buy coming in. The amount of times you just have half buys in games like this, you do start to wonder, like, when do we just break and actually just keep forcing over and over again just to try and get some rounds in? Or a round, at least in this instance. But again, Oscar gets that kill onto Woxic. And Bondic nearly gets that extra kill as well. So it's a 3v4 again in favor of mousesports. They're having 0 issues right now on this T side.
Well, now it's only Issa and Angel that remain. This is going to be 11-0. At this point, they're just building up rounds constantly. There's just no chance for HellRaisers to really do anything into this one. They're struggling quite heavily. The push does come out back over towards T-spawn. Angel with a CZ looking to see if he can find anything.
Behind. Rops will get this kill for free, I think. There we go. 1v4 for Issa. I'm not sure what he can do here. He just has to bank on one of the sides and hope he gets a worldly play, if I'm honest.
It'd have to be ridiculous. He'd literally have to dominate them with the Deagle.
He's been spotted as well. Just a matter of time here. He has to peek. Sunny having a great game, as we mentioned. And it's 11-0. Very rough. There's no player in HellRaisers even being a standout, like, I'm trying to help us win here. They're all of them 5 kills or less.
If they got 16-0'd and then had to go straight into another series.
That's so rough to think about. I mean, if you consider that last matchup they had, right, at Stockholm, I said there was no player with more than 60 ADR. I would not be surprised if it's the same right now. Because none of the players are performing to like a higher standard. They're all just, struggling. And that's a lot better. 2 kills to advantage right now. Make that a third. 2v5 now. Sunny Oscar. Maybe this is now where they win a round.
They finally got themselves into position to play for as they do bring it back. Oscar with the AWP. Peeks out. Oh, you feel like that should have hit, but he misses the follow-up shot as well. The struggle coming through, consistently missing with City, Ben.
That was such a weird situation to be in. I mean, it's just Sunny left now, 1v5. You gotta be thinking, if you're Mouse, you've got so much money, you might as well just try and weaken their money, just because if you do reset their money, it'll be 1,400 round loss bonus. If you do, take it to 12-1, for example. But he's playing it slow, hoping that he can potentially just bait some of the players into chasing him. And Bondic is tempting fate, at least. He was close in that smoke at Apartments. But otherwise, it does seem like they're being quite patient with it. They've got all the angles covered, technically, here, right? They've got a player watching ramp, connector, player watching, the kitchen area. All depends what Sunny wants to do, really. There's no point in him really saving. He's got $10,000.
Well, it's a 1-on-5 now. Round 12 here. Would have to be absolutely outrageous, and he isn't going to be able to muster it up. Does go down as you'd expect. Bondic finds the frags. They save themselves from the 16-0 disgrace, and they will be able to carry on. There's the ADR you were talking about.
So Bondic, probably because of that last round, he's probably done about 300 damage on its own, which probably pushes him over like the 70-odd mark, maybe 65. And Sunny, 130 ADR in that last matchup they had, now on 128 as well. So he's got a nice average there.
It's the consistency to him that's quite scary.
Yeah. I suppose mousesports were always comfortable on this map, and this mid-aggression surely... What? They get 1 kill on mid, and somehow mousesports were able to fall back. They went halfway to the boxes. And that was a rough fight to see.
Crochet scraped his arm as he goes down there. 3-on-5. Into round 13 now. Can they bring this one back? Can they salvage it? As it's been looking good for HellRaisers. The initial picks have come through. 2 big kills from Issa and Woxic. Issa is quite low, but Woxic goes basically unscathed from that fight. Just left on 90. And this could be where our next frag comes from.
Oh, timing.
Oh, not who you'd expect to actually get the kill there. I mean, Rops bounces into action. Exhilarating stuff. Looks for the follow-up, and Rops, he does what other people can't. He's just so strong with a rifle. And crisp as ever.
Angel on that B site. He was tempting the rotate, but he's actually stayed at truck. So with that silencer 4, I suppose you would catch your opponents off guard by staying then, just popping their heads. Oh god. So Rops has got to guarantee 2 players with him here. He can relay that information to his team. This flush will get him. I mean, it's full whited in there. But Oscar got the kill on Angel rotating. Angel wasn't willing to, risk that no rotate. 3 kills for Oscar.
Oscar might have just won them the entire round there as well. That frag on Dead Fox is so impactful. It means so much for them. Snacks can get the bomb plant. They can both play different angles. They're in efficient positions. Issa rotates over. He has armor. He's got a kit. He's got the skin on his back to try and win this round with AK in his hands. Knees weak. Palms sweaty. Can he try and bring this round back in his favour, Ben? Peeks out, looks to try and find the first frag as he delves in. Time's ticking away, so he needs to start to speed up a little bit.
It's a rough one. They know he's on site. I mean, Snacks just playing the waiting game. And a free kill there. Thanks to HellRaisers, though, surviving last round with 5 players alive, they can still get a buy-in here. It's not a fantastic one by any means, but it's still a buy nonetheless, which means they could potentially, negate that reset in terms of money, right? It's 12-1. They need rounds right now. And they were attempting that mid-aggression the past 2 rounds, but they didn't really get anything out of it. They got the opening kill that round. And it looks like they might force it again here. Like, Roxic's in the window, ready to face. I mean, I don't think there was even a flash over then. That was just a dry face from him. It's another instance of aggression with no cohesion from his teammates. Like, nobody there to support him in any way. It was very, very peculiar.
Yes, sir. Just on the close angle, looking to see if he can actually find anything as he waits for that push to come through. Listening out for the audio cues right now as their close connector. This mid-aggression's very strong from mousesports into this round. Ooh, nearly the shot from Delpan.
Yeah, I do like that play from them. They clearly know there was a player close. If Oscar landed that shot, that'd be phenomenal. The moving player across that tiny little gap. And Sunny, you mentioned Issa was playing that angle to try and fight it. He does get taken out by Sunny, but Sunny gets traded by Bondic. Still in favour of mousesports. And Dead Fox, with some impact in the B apartments there. That's a huge kill. 3v3. But again, it's so spread out on the map right now. Like the HellRaisers have had no mid control all this game.
Botnik will be able to further that, gets the kill on Snacks. It's just all down to Rops and Oscar now. 2 men that definitely can step up majorly when they need to, but Oscar's gone. And it's on the young gun, Rops. He runs rampant though when he's allowed to get exhilarating and fire off these warning shots with the AK. There's only 1 player on site. If he can isolate it...
Done so well there, he's crossed it.
Could work well, gets the adjustment. Ben brings him down to 8 HP, but he can't kill him. And Bondic arrives on the scene as well. That is a further round now picked up for HellRaisers, but it is still only a 12-2 scoreline.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about the rounds the HellRaisers won, there was the first round they won, Bondic got 3 kills on the apartments push. That round, Bondic got another 2, and Dead Fox got 2 himself. So it's another case of multi-kills being the only reason you win rounds. Like, it just shows that there's a clear difference in terms of average play from the team. And Issa, he was planning to push mid. He's lost 60 health without seeing an enemy this round.
Oscar finds the first pick, which is a good start for the mousesports. They won the majority of the rounds they actually got the first pick off of. Molotov goes out. Dead Fox trying to keep himself alive. Gets a kill. That's the bomb dropped. More information as well as he pushes around the sideline play, but Oscar will kill him up close and personal with a shotgun AWP, as he is a bit of a showgun and wants to showvote into the round and push out and look for more. He might actually get the kill here as well. If he crosses over, he's poised and ready for it. Easy pick on Bondic. It's all up to Issa. And he's just trapped there, quaking in his boots.
Yeah, he already got spotted jumping across that vent. So Snacks, he's already holding the close angle here. As soon as he goes through to Pico, it should be the kill. 13-2 at the half. HellRaisers look dead and gone, if I'm honest.
Yeah, it seems like mousesports have basically already taken this map. I mean, with a scoreline like that, if they win pistol, they literally have taken this map. So it is a rough position to be in for HellRaisers. They took so long to wake up. And it was only off of 1 man stepping up. The huge performance from Bondic. Without that, it wouldn't have happened.
It's just worrying to think they've got another 2 games coming up today.
Straight after this as well. That's our next series of the day.
Like, they'll be playing North too.
Which is a harder approach.
Yeah, North have been playing well too. Yesterday they went 5-1 in the maps they played. And that was all big games as well. It was qualified for ECS. That was games in Pro League too.
Yeah.
So, HellRaisers, you got to be thinking, as soon as this series finishes, Get on aimbots, get just deathmatching, just wake up, because this isn't good enough.
That's what I mean. I mean, this has been quite a rapid game, so I have a little bit of downtime at least before that next map. And that's time where mentally you need to reset fully, and you have to just try and get yourself poised for that, because North is going to be a hard opponent no matter what. They've been looking good as well in recent form. Again, much like mousesports, they're on a bit of a roll right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's going from the recent roster change too. I mean, Cajun coming in, Gade returning from Optic after that loan deal. And surprisingly, that's gone really well for them. Like, they got rid of MSL and they got rid of Mertz, wasn't it? It was Mertz that they had temporarily. And surprisingly, they've been doing well with it. Cadian, the combo, IGL, Orpa.
That's a pretty good role to put Cadian in, to be honest with you. It's more of somewhere where he can actually excel. And he's always had a lot of talent to give. It's just sort of been forced out of the European teams for a while. So he had that stint with Rogue.
And Rogue were doing well, and that departure was kind of surprising to some people.
Yeah. And Gade's definitely been someone that has impressed, I feel.
Yeah, he was one of the surprising performers on that Optic lineup when they were.
I think he's been one of the more surprising Danish players of 2018 so far. Just like sort
he was
of
on North Academy before that, which again, that's where Mertz came from too. And Mertz, we saw him yesterday. He was pretty good.
Yeah.
So HellRaisers, they need this pistol, and it looks like they're just going to be going towards B. Perhaps a B execute, smoke short off, smoke the window off. That might be a plan. But if Snacks is going aggressive, he's not the best player to run into on a pistol round. I'll be honest, he's got plenty of highlight reels.
And this could be another one of them.
The flash came through for his teammate as well, and he's whiffed. So much for being a phenomenal pistol player, I suppose.
I mean, that'd be more of a blooper reel than a highlight reel, but it does go down eventually, and the frags are coming through. Luckily, his teammates were able to find all of the kills instead, and that is going to be the opening pistol for mousesports. And that might be the final nail in the HellRaisers coffin.
Sonny's had 7 kills from the pistol rounds this game.
Sonny's on 20 frags, 19 frags, over a period of 16 rounds played.
Yep. It's pretty solid. Yeah, so I suppose Mirage might be his city, I suppose.
It seems like it. And if it wasn't for mousesports, then EU would be the other word in the song. There you go.
Sure.
Yeah, there you go. Because it's every day, bro. Anyway, we're back in the action. Round 17. Nades coming up towards mid. HellRaisers, they're holding for it, but they just get bombarded by nades, Ben.
That grenade was fantastic from Chris J. He's going to be peeking into it. He knows there's 2 players there. They kind of need to force the issue here, so he can actually hold back. He gets that kill for free. Should be able to get the second one, yeah. It was a really nice shot from Woxic, though. But at the same time, they ran out A.
Oh, Woxic, though, saving them right now. And the Deagles are reigning supreme. Everyone's finding a Deagle frag as they all get blown to bits. And it's on Snacks to save it. Can Snacks salvage the round? Is he going to be the repair man?
They're all so low. I mean, I would have liked to see that grenade be used somewhere else, but little does he know they're all this low, right? 26 HP, 20 HP, 8 HP. Snacks himself is 13 HP. He's probably going to save that M4 and just get out of there. It's not worth the risk.
If he wouldn't have taken that much damage from the first fight,
it was
been
very
left
winnable,
around 70 and kept the nade, he could have won that.
For sure. Thing is, I think they're using... It's ESCA's system, isn't it? So you don't get the damage until after the round, unfortunately. You can say somebody is damaged.
Like I've tagged someone, but you won't have that full damage.
The exact figures, saying there's 3 players under 30 health is a crazy difference to just saying I've damaged someone quite a bit, and everybody's just being I hit him quite a bit as well.
Yeah.
But the Deagles, I mean, Woxic and Issa getting 2 each there, and pretty much opening the map. So a 3rd round of the Bush HellRaisers, but too little, too late is what comes to mind.
Nearly everyone on the same KD there for HellRaisers as well, pretty much. Quite close between. Okay, so the investment comes back out from mousesports, but they lose their first man. Snacks has gone in second, so that's the M4 needing to be recovered. Sunny will grab it. It's not a great start, and Woxic nearly finds a second frag as well.
The question is, how aggressive is Sunny going to be on short here? He smoked it off, but basically guarantees he won't be going back close to it. I would have liked to see him try and take a fight, like take the initiative with this gun. But look at that rotate though. They're risking having 3 players B-side here. If Oscar wins this fight in the Palace as well on Issa, this changes everything. He doesn't win the fight though. That kill might have changed the entire round. What? How's he been able to have that fight?
Sunny's just been gifted that one, and he's walked away with it with open arms, Ben. The hat-trick comes out. Pretty much just completely committed that they will take this round now off the back of a weak bye. They're left in a weird situation as well. A 2 versus 3. Dead Fox only has the MP5. The only utility they really have is on Issa, as they will get a site control, but the retake could be there. There is no kits, and they will need to be quick about it. But they're coming in from all angles, and they're set up for this one.
I think the big player again in this round will be Sunny. He's got that big rotor you mentioned. Issa is looking for it though. But it doesn't matter. I mean, Sunny's quicker. And Dead Fox, 1v3. He's forced into that issue. Sunny hasn't heard him run around the other part of the map. It's just a matter of time, really. Back turned, taken down. And Sunny, 4 kills. I mentioned taking the initiative of that M4. I suppose a 3-man spray down might very well be that wording perfectly executed.
It seems like it. It looks like that's them really sort of driving that point home. Sunny, a wild play into that round. Absolutely ridiculous that he's been able to get away with it, and he's really sort of won the game for him there. As now we get into round 19, the only weapon they have is a sort of classic CAS buy. It's just a 1 AK for 1 player. Bondic has been given it. You've got a Galil over an Angel. They do fully invest into this one, as they might as well try, but it's looking like this could be a 16-3 scoreline on the second game here.
Look at that aggression. I mean, Oscar not scared at all to take that fight. Did get the dink off to Bondic, but at the end of the day, that's an MP5 you've lost. It's not the worst thing in the world. That following up, though, not a great bit of aggression when you're already a man down. And you just see it keeps coming. It just keeps coming. They just keep going, attack every time, and it's just not working out for them right now, Mouse.
No, it's all gone wrong. Mouse.
Ooh, it's gonna go.
Yeah, Woxic gets a bit bloodthirsty. Will kill Angel as well, but luckily enough, Bondic with the AK can flick up onto Snack. So they win this round and keep themselves alive for a little bit extra, as they will get themselves that 4th round.
Yeah, so Mouse being a bit too hasty, trying to force the issue, finish the map off a bit early. Like, they do have the rounds to play with, but despite that, they actually are going to force into this round to try and end it right here, right now. Which, not a very composed play in my mind, but you know, each to their own. Some people like to try and force the issue here and there. Some know they've got the space to work with. So just off memory, Sunny's had 2 4Ks and a 3K.
Yeah.
In terms of, like, you know, more than 2 kill multi-rounds. That's pretty crazy.
He's been looking very, very effective with the side of mousesports into this one. And that's what we need to see as well. He had a good showing at New York. Every time he pops off, it's an extra bit of weight off their shoulders. And considering Oscar's actually been looking more like the Oscar we used to know, the whole team seems like they've been sort of reinvigorated since the arrival of Snacks.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of question marks with that Snacks pickup, wasn't there? I mean, there was an interview recently done with, I believe it was Sunny, talking about how there was a lot of communication issues in the team.
Yeah, you imagine there would be.
Yeah, but the weird thing was, it wasn't just like an English barrier. It was more that Stika, when he was in the team, when he would die, he would also do the communications for some of the players who were alive.
Yeah.
Just because they might be in positions where they can't talk. A lot of this is happening. I mean, Rops gets 2 kills somehow with the 5-7, which... Oh! He nearly got the dink off there as well. This round is still winnable.
It very much is, and Snacks is in position with a scout.
Oh, that flash.
Flashbang goes over, we'll blind him.
If he were to nade connect, that's a free kill. They're both so low! Here comes the grenade.
8 HP, the nade.
That should be landing. There we go, beautiful nade.
Snacks can win the round here, Ben. He's in a 1-on-1. He's got a scout.
20 seconds too. If he were to walk CT, he might be able to catch Issa right here.
If he used his sidearm, 1 tap would be all it takes, but he sticks to the scope, finds it anyway, and that is the win. mousesports lock it down off of a ridiculous round, the 5-7 upset, as he finds the double kill and the dink to just make them so weak and supple, and Snacks is just able to overthrow them.
Yeah, I was wondering if that grenade would be used. Did make use of it, and he didn't even use his sidearm, as he mentioned. He just stuck to the scout.
Just went for the scout play.
Yeah, I mean, if you're able to use it, you might as well. And honestly, HellRaisers, there's got to be a lot of questions about, you know, how are you starting so slowly into these games? Like yesterday they started strongly, then the second map they disappeared. It's just worrying, considering, as we mentioned, there's 2 more games to them.
It is curious, obviously wondering actually what is going on with the team right now, why they're looking a little bit sluggish. I mean, everything just sort of seemed quite lifeless. There was no real rounds where they looked overly impressive. A couple of big plays from Bondic to open it up, but that was about it in terms of pivotal points for them.
There was no real battle. Like, there was no rounds where it was a 2v1 or a 2v2, that sort of thing. It was all very clean rounds of Mouse. They, at some point, some of the players had 16k. It was just like, you know, where's the battle in you? Like,
yeah.
where is the real, like, do you want to win? Or are you just going to let them take the entire map for free? It was just so bizarre.
It was very, very weird to watch, and closed out in quite an interesting way as well, as mousesports will walk away with a victory there. So that is all 6 points from that series taken by them, meaning that they have pretty much dominated on that one, Ben.
Yeah, it's a very dominant, play from them. I mean, love seeing that Oscar, nice 360.
Yeah, the 360 with the MP5.
And there was that classic sunny little rotate that we saw, and this was probably just summed it up. Really. That after 4 rounds, he was already in 10 kills. I think he ended the game with about 23 too. So it's just clearly he's comfortable Mirage, and getting off to a strong start like he did just makes everything even easier.
It does indeed, and that is going to be mousesports just walking away with an absolute bucket load of points from that one and sitting very comfortably. For HellRaisers, things have gone from bad to worse. They lose out, they take no points from that series, and they have another game to play as well. Now this one's been wrapped up, the next game we'll have going on here on the B stream, of course, is HellRaisers versus North, and that is going to be a rough battle for them. We'll find you watching that one after the break.
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Intel, Vodafone, The Road to Odense, Betway, MSI, Logitech G, Pay Safeguard, Mountain Dew League, and ESEA.